Do you have the list? Do you have anything? I know we've talked about this before.
I was not able to find the list.
Diary of a couple caught in the grips of a seemingly endless squabble. The Hansons, Chris and Kathy, squabble over one issue that, if left unchecked, stands to break up their marriage.
I do have a hard time staying on budget with the grocery account.
Money.
I would say try to protect our family.
It's an issue millions of couples struggle with, but these two say they need help and they're willing to make their lives an open book in order to get it. First, the basics. Chris is a 40-year-old software engineer. Kathy, a 37-year-old stay-at-home mom. They have 3 kids and a house in Escondido, California.
Dear Lord, we just pray that in our weakness that we would be made strong.
By day, at the mall, Kathy admits to having a bit of a wandering eye.
This is where I get into trouble.
Especially when it comes to buying things for her kids.
She has one exactly like this shirt.
You plead guilty. On occasion.
On occasion, I plead guilty. I do, yeah. And so that causes tension, absolutely.
For us, it's probably the thing we're most likely to fight about. I think one of the difficulties for us in marriage is when there's expenses that are not planned and aren't really discussed. So some of her freewheeling ways can lead to surprises on the credit card statement.
A statement they reluctantly pulled out for a quick look while we were there.
I see, $12 check, $20 check, $20 check, $50 check, $25 check. There are times when I see this and I am just fuming mad, and I don't even want to talk to her because I know I have to wait until, I can hold myself back a little bit.
The Hansons need help, fast. So we brought in personal finance expert Ellie Kay.
Today we're going to talk about living rich for less.
She gives speeches and has written books on the issue.
Money problems are the #1 problem in marriages. It's the #1 reason cited for divorces. And when I talk to couples across the country, it's their #1 issue. I mean, it outranks sex. It outranks any other problem in marriage. And with today's economy, it's escalating.
She arrives at the Hanson home for an intervention to help them learn how to deal with money and each other in the form of what she calls the 60-minute money workout.
I think that they're at a point right now, it just seems like, well, they're almost at a standstill.
After a quick hello,
Great to meet you.
It's down to business.
Well, we're going to do a little exercise here. We're going to actually play the newlywed game. Complete the sentence. When it comes to money, I wish my partner would stop
Worrying so much about the small amounts I spend.
I wish my partner would stop spending without discussion.
Time for the workout. Step 1, the warm-up.
You're going to tell your partner one thing that is positive about them.
Kathy, you're excellent at keeping our home. You do a great job with our kids. And I believe it's because you stay at home that they're the kind of kids we get compliments on regularly.
Kathy, your turn.
Chris, you are an incredible leader for our family, and you're courageous. You're my hero.
Step 2, strength training, setting goals.
We want to come up with a spending plan. That's what we want to do. Just a real brief overview. And then you're going to look at it long range as well.
Well, for savings, I mean, our projected amount, I think, should be about $700 a month. Then clothing and dry cleaning would be about, which this sounds very high to me, would be about $350 a month.
I like that number.
You don't have to use it.
Step 3, the budget burn, laying out a plan to achieve each goal.
That's where you're really burning the financial fat. I mean, it can hurt a little bit. It's the tough work, but it's a good kind of pain, because there will be a positive result to it. And so that's when you sit down and you bring out all your bills and you crunch the numbers and you start to put feet to your plan.
It isn't easy. The idea is to set down a disciplined plan. No more picking up toys on the fly or extra snacks while at the grocery store.
They had a good coupon for Pop-Tarts. Oh, you never get.
And for
very
both of
cute.
them, keeping
Right
better track of the
size.
bank balance and an open line of communication.
You know what, maybe let's find one shirt, and I see some on sale for $3.99 over there.
Step 4, taking your heart rate, is used to do the legwork, getting credit reports and cutting up extra credit cards. Finally, step 5, the cool down, where the discussion is brought back to a happier place with thank yous after an intense hour of planning.
What is their biggest problem?
They weren't really talking about money. They didn't have the time set aside. So because they weren't communicating, they didn't have a spending plan.
I've been avoiding the problem. I've been, putting off the discussion, not wanting to deal with it, not wanting to face the fact.
And so beginning tomorrow, or even beginning later today, is this family going to operate differently?
Oh, yeah.
I hope so. I really hope so. I mean, I think the key for us is going to be in the follow-through. Here's probably a big problem area: recreation/vacation, gifts/Christmas.
They're not calling it a last chance for change, but their marriage is strained and they're desperate for it to work. We left a camera with them to record their progress 1 week later.
It has been easier for me to talk a little about things that are coming up.
By having the workout, at least we have a lot more clear picture of what we intend to spend in the next few weeks.
I have very high hopes for us.
Diary of a Family's Finances, trying to keep money from bankrupting a marriage. I'm Neil Karlinski for Nightline in Escondido, California.